Hey guys, I'm Braddy from the Ginderry Conservation Trust. Assuming you all know where we are and the context of who we are, because I don't think I have time to explain that. I'll just briefly cover everything we've done this year that's been cool. Well, some of the things. This is probably our biggest achievement, was our first cultural burn that we got approved finally after 4 years of toing and froing with the government and parks and RFS. So that was really great to get that done with the Ngunnawal community and Ginninderry staff members, trust members and parks brigade. That was so exciting to get that done, and hopefully another one will be soon. Next slide, thanks. So we, as I said, we got our first cultural burn done. We had our riparian restoration management plan finally written, which took a few years to finish. Thanks to ARC, they were contracted to write that for us, which is really great. We'll implement that very soon and be able to run to that in our riparian restoration works. Some of you may know we have a scrape and sow in the corridor. We built it in 2020 and we basically just doubled it in size this year in May. So that's this here. It's basically 15, I think, centimetres of dirt that's been scraped back. Very exotic pasture, then seeded with native seed. It still kind of looks like this, but it'll hopefully grow soon. This part to the right is the original one, so it's been very successful, the first one. So we're excited to see that grow as well. We've also seen pink tailworm lizards move into the original one, so that's been really exciting. And we installed this floating wetland on a very cold winter morning, as you can tell. That was shipped up from Melbourne from a company called Fighter Green. That's an effort to try and give turtles and birds and maybe Ricali a little safe haven from foxes and things, as well as cleaning the water. And that's been pretty successful. We'll probably top up the plants soon. Next slide, thanks. We've been doing lots of research. Some of you may know we have a brown snake tracking program. We've got 12 brown snakes being tracked at the moment with this. We literally track them each individually. It's not like a GPS. It takes a lot of time in summer. 3 have deceased and 1 has been retired. So there was originally 16, which is just so many brown snakes. That's all part of a PhD student's research with ANU. I wrote an eDNA comparison report comparing environmental DNA results that we got from 3 different organisations, which were all very different. That will be publicly available soon. We're just waiting on those organisations to give us some feedback. And we've also been trained up by parks to do Murray crayfish surveys. As you can see here, they're super exciting. We got to handle these Murray crays. I'd never even seen one before, and then suddenly we had like 20, 30 in a day, which is amazing. That's not in our corridor. We were trained up somewhere else, but eventually we'll be doing them on our own. We were supervised by parks, but 4 of our staff have just been approved to do these surveys on our own, so that's great. Hopefully we'll find some great cray populations in our patch of the Bidgie soon. Next slide, thanks. And of course, community engagement. We opened 3 new walking tracks this year. So many people have been coming out to the corridor walking these tracks, which has been great. Having to extend car parks and things because no one was expecting that many people to come out. But yeah, everyone's super excited. A lot more access to the river and parts of the corridor that weren't accessible before. And lots of different community engagement events, including Tyson, my colleague, presented at the Native Fish Forum, which some of you might have seen. Yeah, thank you.